All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Diamond Factory. Yes, this is where diamonds are made. Diamond is our highest ranking in our company, and we come together as like minded individuals on the same plane with the same goals in mind. My name is Dr. Ross, for those of you that don't know who I am, and I am the VP of Communications. And today, as Phyllis told us on yesterday, we've had a shift in our schedule. And on Monday, always is our Wake Up to Akana with Melissa Boston, our CEO. Then on Tuesdays now, Coach Dan Johnson will be giving us our huddle. We'll get together in our huddle and receive special messages from him. On Wednesday, which is today, will be the day that I come and share with whatever the Lord has given me to share. And then on Thursday and Friday, we will end our week with our Phyllis Nash, our midwife, our co-founder, giving us all of our instructions that we need. So that's the adjustment to the schedule for those that need to make note of that. So today I'm going to give us a page out of Jim Rohn's playbook. You know, I told y'all I have so many mentors, right? Don't have to have ever met them in my life, but yet I'm gleaning from their wealth of information. So we're going to take a page out of Jim Rohn's playbook today. I was listening to some things that he said, and so just powerful information, sometimes just to be reminded, right? The value of anything in life is directly proportional to the effort required to obtain it. The effort. We don't like to have to put forth a lot of effort. We live in a society where we want everything to be easy. Now, he also said that the sweetest victories are often the hardest fought battles. They are the ones that require every ounce of your determination, every spark of your creativity, every drop of your sweat. And as we're hearing this, guys, I want us to think about our lives, ourselves, our families, our relationships, our jobs, and our business. He went on to say that the hardship is not just about the end result, it's about who you become in the process. You know, we've often talked about that. We've come to talk about, we hear everyone sharing with us about personal improvement, personal development, right? That we grow personally, and that the better we get at it, the better our business becomes. Jim Rohn went on to say that success is not just about reaching a destination. It's about the person you become on the way there. An ordinary person, we start out as an ordinary person and you become an extraordinary person. An ordinary person becomes extraordinary when they don't say, why is this so hard? Have we ever said that? Have we ever focused on it being difficult instead of the other part that he says, say, how can I rise to the challenge? See, I'm flipping back and forth between me and them and what Jim Rohn was teaching. But when you see people running track and field and they're jumping over hurdles, they don't say the hurdle's too low. They say, I've got to learn to jump over the hurdle, regardless of what the height is. When people, I've been watching Olympic trials, and when they were doing the Olympic trials for the high jump and for the pole vault, every time they reach a certain height, they raise that height. And the goal is to not say, oh, it's too high. The goal is to say, how can I develop my body, my strategy, my skill to be able to go higher than I have before? Everybody's always trying to break a record. So success is not just about reaching a destination, it's about the person you become on the way. Jim Rohn also said, an ordinary person becomes, oh, I said that already. He says, how do we train ourselves to not just endure hardship, but thrive in it? And see, that brings me to the scripture, endure hardness as a good soldier of Jesus Christ. But not just endure it, thrive. Thrive in it. I so often hear people sometimes when they're in the middle of their challenge, out of their mouth is the complaint against the challenge, complaining about the challenge, instead of focusing on overcoming the challenge. He said we have to shift ourselves from seeing things as a burden into seeing things as opportunities to become better than you were yesterday. He said the size of your success is determined by the size of your belief. Because if you believe something is too hard, well, guess what? It will be. But if you believe you have what it takes to overcome any obstacle, rise to any challenge, nothing can stop you. I believe that's the kind of people that are listening to the sound of my voice right now. People that are rising to the challenge that nothing can stop you. Jim Rohn went on to say, don't be afraid of failure. Be afraid of trying. We challenge oftentimes in different things in this company to challenge us and to push us, as Phyllis says, push, 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 like a woman with child. The only way there can be a delivery is to push. Jim Rohn went on to say, if you're not stepping out of your comfort zone, you're not growing. The real failure is staying in your comfort zone while your dream passes you by. And we'll do that, and then we'll have an excuse to say, well, that must just be for somebody else. He went on to say, when things get hard, discipline is what keeps you going. Discipline is what gets you out of bed when you want to sleep. It's what keeps you working when others give up. Discipline is the bridge between the goal and the accomplishment. But then what I liked about that, he also said discipline is not something you're born with. This is when I began to think about us as a people, as a group, as a company. Everybody on this call has discipline. Some more than others. But I hear people say, well, I'm just not disciplined. That's not true. You may have areas that you're not disciplined in, but if you begin to first start saying, I am disciplined, because you are. Okay, you don't believe me. You're on this call every single day. That's discipline. If you miss this call, some of you make sure that you hear the recording. If the recording is not up fast tonight, you're texting and saying, hey, where is it? Right? That's discipline. Okay, so some of you still don't believe that you're disciplined. You don't have any discipline at all. Well, let me go back to when you were a child. When you were a child, discipline was enforced because somebody woke you up every day at a certain time to go to school. You might have rolled over, you might have kicked and screamed, but there was some discipline. For some of you, you had breakfast every single day. For some of you, you took your little lunch kit to school and y'all ate lunch at a certain time. Now, it was discipline that was forced on you. It was discipline that was given to you from an external factor, right? Yet it was still discipline. The bell rang and you went from, I'm old school, went from one class to another. When the bell rang, you switched classes. Guess what? Discipline. Played at a certain time, PE at a certain time. They don't even have PE now. All of that was discipline that was in your life. Now, what you've done with it may be different from where you started. But we've all experienced discipline, and it wasn't painful. Then when you had a child, you did the same thing and created some sense of discipline. Now, as grown folk, we had discipline because we went to work. How many of you right now find yourself going to a certain store or business and you go the same way every single time? That's called discipline. So don't tell me that you don't have discipline. We may not be disciplined in areas that we'd like to be in, like studying or exercise or eating. But once we change our mindset to the fact that we do have some discipline, guess what? That discipline gene will start moving in other areas of your life once we recognize it. Because we've been disciplined about something. Because discipline is a muscle. That's what Jim Rohn said. He said discipline is a muscle that you build over time, and the more you use it, the stronger it gets. I've often told many of you that discipline started in my life a long, long time ago when my mother made me practice my piano 3 days, 3 times a day, every single day. Discipline. So is there anybody here that needs to build your discipline? Well, I'm going to tell you how to do it. Start small. Don't stress yourself out with something so huge that you can't be disciplined to do it. Discipline means you're going to consistently do it every time. So start small. If you feel like you're lacking in some area, set some small achievable goals and stick to them. It might be waking up 5 minutes earlier or 15 minutes earlier. It might be reading at the end of the day, 30 minutes before you go to bed. We were disciplined. Now I lay me down the street, sleep. I pray the Lord my soul to keep. Mama said, pray the Lord's Prayer. Get on your knees and pray before you went to sleep. There was discipline. So whatever that is, work your business 15 minutes every day, 30 minutes, allocate that and be consistent with that. And then if you make a mistake and fall, get back up and start all over again. That's what we do when we do the detox. We tell people just because you fell off the wagon doesn't mean you can't start again. So whatever, start small and be consistent. And you will find you will be able to take on a bigger challenge. You'll find you're able to push through when things get tough, when things get hard, persistence. Persistence is what keeps you in the game. It's what separates the winners from the quitters. I'm back to Rome now. The persistence is the ability to keep doing, keep pushing, even when every fiber of your being wants to give up. And it's not about never falling down. It's about getting back up every time you do. Dust yourself off, learn from your mistakes, and try again. And again. And again. Until you succeed. Who do you consider to be successful? Pick somebody. Somebody, whether you know them, whether you don't know them, whether you see them in the limelight, whether you see them on television or movies or in music, or if you see them in your neighborhood. Who do you think is successful? They have faced challenges. They have faced countless setbacks. They have faced failures. But what set them apart was their persistence, their refusal to give up, their ability to keep going when others would have thrown in the towel. Persistence. Our persistence is the measure of belief in ourselves. This morning, a condemnation. Your persistence says, I believe in me. Your persistence says to yourself, I believe I can do this. This is a great day. Today is Wednesday. We've got stuff going on Wednesdays. Oh, Crystal, where you at? Holler at your girl and let me know what's going on this evening in Chicago. Let's see, are you there? I know I saw you earlier. Maybe she jumped off. Anybody else here that will be there in Chicago that can unmute and tell me what's happening in Chi-Town? Oh, I see you, Crystal. There you are. Let me unmute you. How about that? Did that help? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Dr. Ross, can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you now.
Okay. Hey, everybody. So tonight is Wednesday, or today is Wednesday. Tonight we are having our Wednesday night wellness workshop and elevation experience. We'll be doing a sneak peek at the Soul Massage Spa. We'll be starting promptly at 6 o'clock. So please invite. That's all I have for now. Thanks.
Hey, Dr. Ross, it's Minister Ernestine. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Good morning, everyone. I'm about to head into a class, but Saturday, we are still doing our boot camp, our summer body boot camp. We will be doing, if you are registered, you can go on our our summer body page, and you can catch our workout virtually. We'll still be at the lakefront. We will be doing cardio kickboxing. If you have boxing gloves, that would be amazing. If you do not have boxing gloves, it's still okay. but people are already saying that they've lost 10 pounds, 3 pounds. They're, as Dr. Raj mentioned, becoming more disciplined because that meal plan, you have to be disciplined to follow that meal plan and to do those workouts. You can also catch the workout. We did the lower body. We were at the Soul Massage Spa, and we got it in. It took a while, but the more you practice, the faster you'll become. But, you know, it's quality over quantity. It's not about the speed, but about how well you can perform the exercise. So with that said, I got to run into a cardio kickboxing class, and I'll see you guys all on Saturday or tonight.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Good morning. Go right ahead. Yes.
Hi, this is Margaret Dorsey in Chicago. Just want to remind you guys, we got 2 big calls tonight for the blood type Guinness Book of Records challenge. We're getting ready to start 5 p.m. and 9 p.m. Central. So I assume we'll be getting another notice on that. Just wanted to remind people.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was on my notes and I skipped over it. Thank you so much. Absolutely. You will be getting another reminder of that special meeting tonight. We've got special new packages coming together regarding the blood type, and we're getting 1 million people to know their blood type, guys. So you want to be a part of the launching of this campaign. So be there tonight, the normal ID and password, but I will be sending out another reminder. Check your email if you didn't see the first one. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Mama Dorsey. So we'll make that happen.
And I'm going to send you an email, so look for that. Thank you. Everybody have a blessed day.
Awesome. All right. Have a great Akana day, everybody. See you tomorrow.